all in your plate. It won't stop until we buy in the state. Pull out them hammers in front. Where I'm from, you better nail something. If not, niggas ain't gon' tell nothing. Me and my homies eating all in your plate. It won't stop until we buy in the state. Pull out them hammers in front. Where I'm from, you better nail something. If not, niggas ain't gon' tell nothing. Me and my homies eating all in your plate. It won't stop until we buy in the state. Pull out them hammers in front. Where I'm from, you better nail something. If not, niggas ain't gon' tell nothing. Me and my homies eating all in your plate. It won't stop until we buy in the state. Pull out them hammers in front. Where I'm from, you better nail something. If not, niggas ain't gon' tell nothing. Me and my homies eating all in your plate. It won't stop until we buy in the state. Pull out them hammers in front. Where I'm from, you better nail something. If not, niggas ain't gon' tell nothing.
Within 2 decades, 4 presidents elected for better. Still where we dwellin', don't shit change but the weather. Murder continues at a rising high. Liberals study point fingers like they're ignorant to the reason why. Ghetto stars pushing multiple cars across a nation where a gram results to years of incarceration. Scandalous broads become content. Study you support to buy clothes, fuck they 2 children and the fucking rent. Peep the options, talk for getting paid. Use your talents, stay dirty. Work the death like a fucking slave. Ceiling's the limit, make the choice for yourself. Once progression kick in, niggas ain't slaving for nobody else. Enter this real world of hustling. Criminal grinding, speaking of me keeping a job, fool, you ain't stressing nothing. Witness my whole family struggle and strive. Fuck a co-pilot for you jealous bitches. Let the raven fly.
Me and my homies eating all in your plate. And we won't stop until we buy in the state. Pull out them hammers in front. Where I'm from, you better nail something. If not, niggas ain't gon' tell nothing. Me and my homies eating all in your plate. And we won't stop until we buy in the state. Pull out them hammers in front. Where I'm from, you better nail something. If not, niggas ain't gon' tell nothing.
Opted out of slavery, eat like cavemen and satisfied his craving. Ain't no saving, lose your draws and hit the pavement. Localizing is an understatement. Part of your weak determination to get your name up in this organization. Medication, I'm lazy, keeps the brain from altercation. Not seeking validation from your made-up fabrication. Fuck your reputation, deny collaboration. You chillin' with them hoes, we eatin' at the celebration. Sided education, game bang your operation. No love or dedication if you alter the situation. Daily intimidation, you see just change the station. On TV in front of the nation, and the hood rejection, player hating. Incarceration, no probation, every move life facing. No hesitation when we march through your preservation. Conversation and penetration, they all chasing. Time for elevation, second coming and the rain.
Me and my homies eating all in your plate. It won't stop until we buy in the state. Pull out them hammers in front. Where I'm from, you better nail something. If not, niggas ain't gon' tell nothing. Me and my homies eating all in your plate. It won't stop until we buy in the state. Yeah. Pull out them hammers in front. Where I'm from, you better nail something. If not, niggas ain't gon' tell nothing.
Poverty-stricken, raised in tribal zones, where the drama claim lives of even children once the beef is on. As young minds leave several casualties when we cross the turf lines. Through the years, lost quite a few of mine. Others do time caught up in the mist. Showing out for these broads, way too high off some chemical shit. Class A felonies, hit the niggas like nuts. 2 strikes, you fuck the third, no surrender, make them bitches duck. Never get stuck up in the statistic pound. Dedicating this one to all my niggas still on lockdown. As I blaze, steady counting your days in this industry, finding more creative ways of making crime pay. Watching point fingers, turning inmates to figures, which may explain why a third of their cages is filled up with niggas. Still we crawl through the rest of these years, they got us all in this concentration camp, but yo, I'm still here.
Me and my homies eating all in your plate. It won't stop until we buy in the state. Pull out them hammers in front. Where I'm from, you better nail something. If not, niggas ain't gon' tell nothing. Me and my homies eating all in your plate. It won't stop until we buy in the state. Pull out them hammers in front. Where I'm from, you better nail something. If not, niggas ain't gon' tell nothing.
I was always told New Orleans is the murder capital of the nation. We incarcerate more people per capita than China and Iran and Russia and all these authoritarian regimes. And implicit within that is this idea that, like, look at this majority black city with these black people who can't control themselves, who are violent, who are enmeshed in poverty because of their own failures. And I feel like growing up, I was never given the tools or the language or the framework or the history with which to understand how a city like New Orleans came to look the way that it does, right? And because if nobody's giving you those tools, if you aren't given those, then you begin to mistake the disparities that certain communities experience as somehow being a result of something that those communities have done wrong, rather than the result of generations of compounding policies that have created those conditions. One of my favorite essays is by James Baldwin, but one of the things that he says is, he's like, the role of the teacher is to help the young black child understand that even though the world tells them over and over again that they are criminal, it is in fact the society that created the conditions that that child is growing up in through no fault of their own that is in fact criminal.